and their applications. Today we are going to discuss problems on parallelogram law of vector addition. So first problem, the resultant of two vectors, two forces whose magnitudes in the ratio 3:5 is it's 28 newtons. If the angle of their inclination is 60 degrees, find the magnitude of each force. Let's say this we consider force F1 and this is the force F2 and its angle between them is 60 degrees. Already is given, so its resultant F equals to 28 newtons. So now what is the parallelogram formula? Resultant equals to root over p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. In the replace of r, we have to write f equal to root over f1 square plus f2 square plus 2f1 f2 cos theta. So here is given f1 by f2 equals to 3 by 5. Means let f1 equal to 3x and f2 equals to 5x. So what is the f value? 28 equal to root over 9x square plus 25x square plus 2 into 3x into 5x into cos 60. Cos 60 1 by 2 cancel. So 28 equal to root over 9x square plus 25x square plus 15x square. So what is the answer? 28 root over. So this is the 25 plus 15, 40 plus 9, so 49x square. So 28 equal to, we can write 7x. So x equals to 5. 7 ones are 7, 5. Seven, 4. So x equal to 4. Now what are the forces? F1 equal to 3 into 4. This equal to 12 units or 12 newtons. F2 equals to 5 into 5x. So this equals to 25 units. So F1 equal to 12 units, 12 newtons. F2 equal to 25 newtons. Right. So second problem, a man travel 1 mile due to east, then 5 miles due south, then 2 miles due east, and finally 9 miles due north. What is his displacement? So first we had to draw diagram. So this is the east, west, north, south. First 1 meter due to east. So 1 meter due to east. 1 mile. Next 5 miles due to south. 5 miles south. And then 2 miles east. 2 miles east. So finally 9 miles towards, this is the, from here to here 4, 5 plus with the 4. 9 miles towards south. What is the displacement? So first, this we can write this x-axis means plus I cap plus j cap plus I minus I cap. It's minus j cap. So first we traveled from the origin, and first one is S1 equals to 1 I cap. It's next S2 equal to minus 5 j cap. Next S3 equal to 2 I cap, and S4 equal to 9 plus j cap. 9 plus j cap. So what is his displacement? S1 bar plus S2 bar plus S3 bar. So S bar equal to I cap minus j cap plus 2 I cap plus 9 j cap, and S bar equal to 3 I cap plus 4 j cap. So its magnitude root over 9 plus 16. So this equals to 25. Root 25 means it's 5 miles. It's magnitude. So next, second question: if a particle is displaced from 0.0 in the xy plane, which is at a distance of 4 units in a direction making an angle clockwise with 60 degrees with negative x-axis. So what is the final position of the vector of the particle? So now I am drawing the diagram. So this is the positive x-axis. It is negative x-axis. Positive y-axis, negative y-axis. So this is the in 3D 0, 0, 0. So there is a vector in the xy plane. Its magnitude 4 units in the direction it makes clockwise negative axis 60 degrees. It's a 4 units. So what is the final position of the vector? So final position we can resolve into two components. So 4 cos 60 direction it resolve into two components. So it resolve into two components like this. So this makes an angle theta with x-axis. Then this component becomes cos theta, and the remaining component becomes sin theta. So this is the 4 sin 60. This is the 4 cos 60. So according to resolution of vector, so it is in the plus j cap, it is in the minus I cap. So now I am writing minus I cap plus 4 sin 60. It's a plus j cap. So S bar equals to 4 into, this is the 1 by 2 minus I cap plus 4 into root 3 by 2 j cap. So now 2 ones are 2 minus, now the displacement S bar equals to minus 2 I cap plus 2 ones are 2. So now 2 root 3 is j cap. This is the displacement vector. Right. Next problem: cosines of angles made by a vector with x, y are 3 by 5 root 2, 4 by 5 root 2 respectively. If the magnitude of the vector is 10 root 2, then what is the vector? Vector A bar. We have to vector find. So Suppose this is the x-axis, y-axis, this is z-axis. So there is a position vector, it's a bar, which makes an angle alpha with the x-axis, beta with the y-axis, and gamma with the z-axis. Now what are the direction cosines? So direction cosines, cos alpha equal to ax by modulus of a, and cos beta equal to ay by modulus of a, cos gamma az by modulus of a. So it is given that magnitude of a bar, that equals to a equals to 10 root 2 is given, and here so what is this making an x-axis 3 by, so cos alpha equal to 3 by 5 root 2. So this is magnitude, means what should be is the magnitude 10 root 2 means, but here what is there, only 5 root 2 is there. So now we can multiply it to 2 divided with 2. So now we can write it 6 by its 10 root 2. Here also 4 by 5 root 2. Cos beta equals to is 8 by, that is 10 root 2 into 2 divided by 2. So now we got in this formula. So we have to find cos gamma first. So what is the formula? Cos square alpha plus cos square beta. Yes. So we have to compare this. When we compare this, what is there? Ax replace ax equals to 6, and what will be there in the ay replace? Ay is equals to 8. So now we have the it's a equals to a square equals to ax square plus ay square plus az square. So a square, what is a? 10 root 2 means 100 into 2. So ax square 36 plus ay square 64 plus az square. Now this becomes 200 minus 64 plus 36 100. This equal to az square. So now from here az square equals to 100. So az equals to, we got 10. Now what is the formula? Vector a bar equals to, we can write ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. So now a bar equal to ax. So what is ax? 6 I cap plus what is ay? 8 j cap plus what is az? So plus 10 k cap. So this is the answer. Next, if a vector A makes an angle 45, 60 degrees with x-axis and y-axis respectively, then the angle made by it with the z-axis. So what is we have to find? So gamma we have to find. So here is given, alpha is given, beta is given, we have to find gamma. So what is alpha? 45 degrees. Alpha equals to 45 degrees, beta equals to 60 degrees, then what is gamma? So we know the formula, cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma equal to 1. So here cos square alpha means cos 45, cos square 45 plus cos square 60 plus cos square gamma equals to 1. So cos square 45 means cos 45 1 by root 2 whole square means 1 by 2. Cos 60 1 by 2 whole square means 1 by 4 plus cos square gamma equal to 1. Here what is the LCM? LCM is 4. So LCM 4 is 2 plus 1 plus cos square gamma equals to 1. So 3 by 4 plus cos square gamma equals to 1, and you bring this side cos square gamma equals to 1 minus 3 by 4, cos square gamma equals to 4 minus 3 by 4. So cos square gamma equals to 1 by 4, cos gamma equals to 1 by 2. So cos gamma equals to 1 by 2 means theta equals to how much? So this is the cos gamma equals to cos 60 1 by 2. Cos get cancelled, gamma equals to 60 degrees. Right. So next problem we are going to discuss. The problem is in page number 125, sixth problem. Students, you open your material. So page number 125 there is a sixth question. Page number 125 there is a ninth question. So you see the question in your its object material. The question is like this: a vector which has a magnitude of 8 is added to the vector p bar, which is along the x-axis. The resultant of these two vectors is a third vector r bar which lies along the y-axis and magnitude twice that of p bar. So then what is the magnitude of p bar? So the vector has magnitude 8. So answer, magnitude of q bar equals to 8 units. So this vector p bar is added to another vector, is p bar. Then the resultant vector is third vector. So p bar plus q bar equals to resultant vector third, and which is along the y-axis has magnitude twice that of p. So this is the twice that of p. So these are the vectors. So like this, p bar and q bar. So resultant is r bar. So what is angle between them is? So angle between r and p is 90. Angle between r and q is 90 degrees. So now we can write this: q equal to q bar equal to, you bring this side, r bar minus its p bar. Right? So you take magnitude. So magnitude of q bar equal to magnitude of r bar minus p bar. So we can write this as q square equals to, so this is the r square plus p square minus 2pr cos it's a theta. Cos theta. So now here what is the angle between r and p bar? R and p bar is 90. So this becomes 90. 90 becomes 0. Now we got the final expression. So q square equals to, we got r square plus p square we got. But what is r twice that of p? What is q? It's 8. So 8 whole square is equal to, r means 2 times p whole square plus p square. 64 equals to 4p square plus p square. 64 equals to 5p square. So p square equals to 8 whole square, you write like this only. So 8 whole square and 8 whole square by 5. So final answer p is equals to 8 by root 5. is magnitude of T bar. So magnitude of T bar is 8 by root 5. Next, here the angle made by the vector A bar equal to 2i cap plus 3j cap plus with y axis is. So what is the angle made by the A bar with the y axis? First we have to plot the graph. So this is the x axis, it's y axis. So this is the vector in xy plane. Its x component is 2i cap, its y component is 3j cap. So here angle made by the vector with x axis, y axis. Let's say it is alpha, it's beta. Its resultant A bar makes alpha with x axis, beta with y axis. Now we are going to find its beta. So we take its, this is the triangle, it's a triangle. So this is also 2i cap because it's displaced vectors. So now tan beta equals to opposite side how much? 2. What is adjacent side? Magnitude 3. Just always we have to take magnitude only. So now beta equals to tan inverse is 2 by 3. Now what about alpha? Tan alpha equal to, so this is the opposite side, it's the adjacent side, opposite side by adjacent side. So this is tan alpha equals to tan inverse 3 by 2. Suppose another example is like this. This is the A bar equal to I cap plus J cap. What is the angle made by the A bar vector with x axis? So we can write this. This is the vector. It's vector. It's A bar and it's let's say it's theta. So what is the? It's in this direction. We call it is. We compare with ax I cap plus ay j cap. So I cap is there. Instead of ax, what will be there? So 1 will be there. Instead of ay, what will be there? So ay equals to also. So its magnitude equal to root over 1 square plus 1 square. So this equals to root 2. So now we can find its tan theta equals to, this is the ax component, this is the ay component, ax ay by ax, opposite side by adjacent, 1 by 1, theta equals to 45 degrees. Now so we can find in other way also, sin theta equals to opposite side by its hypotenuse a. So opposite side 1 is magnitude root 2. So what is the answer? Sin theta equals to 1 by root 2. Theta is equals to what is the value? 45. And other way also we can find cos theta equals to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So ax by modulus of x, we always take its magnitude. So cos theta equals to ax means 1. Its magnitude is 2, 1 by root 2. Here also cos theta equals to cos 45 because cos 45 1 by root 2. Cos get cancelled. Theta equals to 45 degrees. Right. Next to page number 22, question number 8. 2 billiard balls are moving on a table. The component velocities along the length and breadth are 5 meters per second. Yes. So for one ball and 2 to 3, 2 meters per second for another ball. So find the angle between the motion of balls. We have to find the angle between the two balls. See, this is the billiard game. So this is the billiard game. So the table is like this. In this table, so first one velocity, so this is the first one velocity. It makes an angle theta 1. And second one, so it's V1 bar. And second one V2 bar, which makes an angle theta 2. It's the first one, it's the x component, first one y component. First one, it's the second one x component and the second one y component. First one x component, what is the x component? 5. What is the y component? 5. It's 2 root 3, it's 2. This we call it is theta 1 and it's theta 2. So otherwise, first answer V1 bar equals to V1x I cap plus V1y j cap. So V1 bar equals to it's 5 I cap plus 5 j cap. So this is like this. It's a theta 1. So its x component Vx. Its y component V1y. Actually we have to take like this, but by displacing vector, so we can take this also. This is the V1 bar. So now what is this tan theta 1? Opposite side by adjacent side. So what is the 5 by 5? This equals to 1. So tan theta 1 equals to 1. Theta 1 equals to, so 45 degrees. Then it gets 1. Tan cancel. Theta 1 equals to 45 degrees. And second one, V2 bar equals to V2x I cap plus V2y j cap. So V2 bar equal to is 2 root 3 I cap plus is 2 j cap. In the here also we can take like this V2 x axis, V2 y cap, y axis. Now it's tan theta 2, like it's theta 2. So V2 y by V2 x, it's 2 by 2 root 3, cancel 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 means tan 1 by root 3. So tan 30, sin 30 by tan 60, no, tan 30, sin 30 by cos 30. So we can write this tan theta 2 is equal to it's tan 30, tan 30 degrees. So tan cancel. So theta 2 equals to 30 degrees. So what is the angle between them? Theta 1 minus theta 2 equals to 45 minus 30 degrees. So this equals to 15 degrees. And if A bar equals to 2 I cap plus minus 3 j cap plus 4 j cap is components in xy plane and xz plane. It's answer. So now we can write this one note. Let the vector A bar equal to Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap. So now this is the vector. What is length? Magnitude of vector. So what is length in x, y, z plane? X, y, z plane. Length of vector in x, y, z plane. Length of vector in x, y, z plane. Magnitude root over ax square plus ay square plus az square. Now what is the length of vector? Length of vector only in xy plane. XY plane, magnitude of a bar equals to root over ax square plus ay square. Now what is length of vector in yz plane? Modulus of a bar equals to root over ay square plus az square. Like that we can write it is zx plane. But here is given vector a bar equals to 2 I cap minus 3 j cap plus 4 k cap. So ax is equals to 2, ay equal to minus 3, az is equals to 4. So we have to find the length of vector in yz plane. Length of vector in yz plane we can write it is root over ay square plus az square. So ayz equals to root over ay minus 3 whole square plus 9. It's 4 whole square 16. 9 plus 16 25. Root 25 means 5. Now what is the component of vector in xz plane? That means length of vector in zx plane root over az square plus ax square. So azx equals to root over what is z value? 4 whole square 16. What is x value? 4. So means root 20. So root 20 means 4 into 5. So 2 root 5 we can write this. Thank you. So the first problem, a force of 10 newtons is resolved into two perpendicular components. The first component is makes 30 degrees with the force. The magnitude of the second component, the magnitudes of the components are, let's say, so this is the x-axis and the y-axis. This is the resultant force F. This is how much? 10 newtons makes 30 degrees with the x-axis. This x-axis. Then what is this component? Fx. So what is this component? Fy. Already we know. So this force is makes an angle theta with x-axis. Then we resolve into x-axis along x-axis f cos theta. If we resolve into y direction, it becomes f sin theta. So now we can write this fx equal to f cos theta is theta. Then we substituted 30 degrees. So f cos theta, fx equal to f cos theta. What is f value? 10. So x component 10 cos 30 degrees. Cos 30. What is cos 30? It's root 3 by 2. So fx equals to 10 into root 3 by 2. 1s are 5s are. So what is f value? 5 root 3. It's newtons. This is the x component of force. Next, what about y component? So when it is resolving to y, so fy equal to f sin theta. So fy equal to f 10 sin 30. What is sin 30? 1 by 2. So fy equals to 10 into 1 by 2. 1s are 5s are. Fy equals to it's 5 newtons. Next problem, page number 122, question number 7. If the system is in equilibrium, means net force equal to 0. Cos 53 equals to 3 by 5, then the value of P. If it is in equilibrium, then what is the value of P? So now first we have to draw the coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis. So this we call it is x-axis. It's x-axis. Let's say it's theta. We are assuming, even though we can take theta here also, whatever it is. So now this vector is resolved into two components. This vector makes an angle theta with this, so we can write this p cos theta in this direction. So we can write it is p sin theta. P sin theta. So it's p sin theta. Next to this is the vector 10 newtons makes theta with y component y axis. Then this component becomes 10 cos 53, and what is remaining x component? 10 sin 53. You see if it is makes theta with x axis, then this component becomes cos theta, remaining component becomes sin theta. But here this 10 newtons force makes an angle theta with the y axis, then this component becomes cos, and this remaining component becomes sine. So this is the point in equilibrium. Net force is equal to 0. That means algebraic sum of the force along the x equals to 0 and algebraic sum of the force along the y axis equals to 0. That means left side force equal to right side force and downward force equal to upward force. First, P sin theta equal to, what is the upward force? 6 plus, one more 6 is there, plus 10 cos 53. So already this is the 53. So P sin theta 6 plus 10 cos 53, 3 by 5, 1s are 2s are. So P sin theta equal to 6 plus 6. P sin theta equals to 12 newtons. This is the first. Next, P cos theta equal to 10. It's sin 53 degrees. Here is one more important point. So let's say this is the 53 degrees. Cos means this is the adjacent side. This is the hypotenuse. This becomes 4. Now for sin 53 opposite side by hypotenuse, P cos theta equals to 10 into opposite side by adjacent side 5 by 2, 1s are 2s are, P cos theta equal to 8 newtons is equation number 2. So now we have to do 1 square plus 2 square, P square sin square theta plus Q square cos square theta. Now you take it P square sin square theta plus cos square theta will come, and here 12 whole square plus 8 whole square. Now this becomes 1. So P square equal to 144 plus 64. So what is the value? This is the P equals to root over. It's 208 is the answer. So if A bar equal to 3i cap minus 4j cap and B bar equal to minus I cap minus 4j cap, calculate the direction of A bar plus B bar. So first we have to add these two vectors. We have to add B bar minus I cap minus 4j cap. Add them, A bar plus B bar equals to 2i cap minus 8j cap. So now let's say this is the other vector C bar, otherwise C bar equals to 2i cap minus 8j cap. So that means this is like this. This is the C bar is like this because its a positive direction is there, 2 I cap. It's a negative direction, so it's a j cap like this. So 8j cap. So now we can find alpha or beta. So in order to find alpha, we can add tan alpha. Tan alpha means this becomes opposite side, 2 adjacent side minus 8, 1 by 4. Tan alpha equals to minus 1 by 4. So tan beta equals to, so this becomes opposite side, minus 8 by 2, it's 4. So tan beta equal to, we can write 4. Here two vectors are there, a bar and b bar. This is the condition is given. Then find the c bar. First, in the condition I am writing 3 into a bar minus 2 I cap plus j cap minus 3 k cap plus 2 into 5 I cap plus 3 j cap minus 2 k cap minus c bar equal to 0. So in between minus 6 I cap plus 3 j cap minus 9 k cap plus 10 I cap plus 6 j cap minus 4 k cap minus c bar equals to 0. So now we can write c in this direction, we can write c bar. Now c bar equal to minus 6i plus 10i means plus 4 I cap. Next to, so this is the plus 3 plus 6 plus 9 j cap. So minus 9 minus 4 minus 13 k cap. This is the vector c bar. So here this is the vector is like this given. We have to find the direction cosines. What is the formula for direction cosines? Cos alpha equals to ax by modulus of a, cos beta equal to ay by modulus of a, cos gamma equal to az by modulus of a bar. So this we have to write like this. It's a bar equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap plus az k cap. So now comparing, what will be there? Ax replace 1, ay replace it's 2, az replace 6. Now what is its magnitude value? Root over ax square plus ay square plus az square. 1 plus 4 plus 36, it's root 41. Now we have to find cos alpha. Cos alpha equal to ax 1 by root 41. Cos beta ay 2 by root 41. Cos gamma az 6 by root 41. Right. Find the angle between vectors p bar and q bar. The resultant vector is given by r square equals to p square plus q square. So now resultant vector formula r equals to root over p square plus q square plus 2pq is cos theta. So both sides squaring, p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So now p square plus q square equals to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. So now both are cancelled. So 2pq cos theta equal to 0. So now 2pq is not equal to 0. Cos theta equal to 0. Cos theta equals to cos 90. So cos 90 is 0. Cos cancel, theta Now, second problem. At what angle do the two forces P plus Q and P minus Q act so that the resultant is 3P square plus Q square? So, answer, resultant R equals to root over 3P square plus Q square. So, we are assuming later F1 equal to P plus Q and F2 equal to P minus Q. So these two are the forces we consider, and R is the resultant. R square equals to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. So R square means 3P square plus Q square equal to F1 plus P minus Q whole square plus 2 into P plus Q into P minus Q into cos theta. So 3P square plus Q square, this is the A plus B, P square plus Q square plus 2PQ plus P square plus Q square minus 2PQ plus 2 into A plus B into A minus B, P square minus Q square into cos theta, plus PQ minus 2PQ cancel. So this becomes 2P square 2Q square. You bring this side, so 3P square, P square plus Q square minus 2P square plus Q square, Q square plus Q square minus 2Q square equal to 2 into P square minus Q square into cos theta. So here this becomes P square, this becomes minus Q square, P square minus Q square equal to 2 into P square minus Q square cos theta. Cancel. So cos theta equals to 1 by 2. So theta equals to how much? Cos theta 1 by 2 means theta equals to 60 degrees. So now modulus of V bar plus V bar equals to modulus of V bar minus V bar. Find the angle between them. So this we can write it is like P bar plus Q bar. So what is its magnitude? Root over P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta. So here also we can write it is root over A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. This equal to, this can be written as A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Both sides squares. And A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos theta. Both are cancelled. So 4AB cos theta equal to 0. So 4AB is not equal to 0. Cos theta equals to 0. So theta equals to, it's 90 degrees. So like this.